Today, we have leaked pictures of the UCS Razor Crest, a new rumor for Jabba'S Palace in 2023, and so much more. So with that said, remember to hit that subscribe button as we're going for 66,000 subscribers, and let's get into it. Now, first off, getting right into it, we have the $600 UCS Razor Crest that was rumored by me back in April, and we now officially have leaked pictures. This has been an ongoing rumor for the last year, and it's been very exciting, and now it is finally coming to fruition. Again, another case to hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be bringing you some more exclusive Mandalorian set-related news in this video, so stay tuned. Either way, we have a full look at a store display, as well as the back box art, which has not been covered next to at all on YouTube, and the minifigures, and we have a total of 4 of them. First up is Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's pretty epic. He comes with his cradle. We saw this in the advent calendar, which is of course very exciting, and it looks like he is going to be coming again in this set, and that is always very neat, but he does not look to be exclusive. Next up is the Mandalorian. Now, as it is marketed on the little store display, it looks like this is actually going to be a new minifigure. You look at the AT-ST Raider that came out back in 2019, and you'll see a very nice looking minifigure. It was one of my favorite minifigures at the time, but it had its flaws. But this minifigure, ooh, it's good. Now, first up, it will be coming with arm printing, which is completely new for this particular design of the minifigure. Obviously, this is not his best card edition. This is his classic Mando Season 1 edition of armor. And it looks like he's also going to be getting some special printing on his helmet, and chances are we're also going to be seeing a face print on this guy too. We also have the Mythrol. Now, this is the first Mythrol we've got. He's coming with some handcuffs, and we have gotten a leaked picture of his face on Instagram, which looks alright. But honestly, it's kind of a boring figure, but a necessary character that hasn't been made yet. And finally, we have Kuil. Kuil is that little Ugnaught guy who said, "I have spoken." Now, this minifigure itself is very goofy and dumb looking, but it does, however, come with a blurg build, which is very nice. It is going to be our first ever blurg, and it looks like it's going to be minifigure sized, so that should be very neat to see done in Lego. Personally, I would have rather seen it be a mold, just because you look at a thing like the dewback, and it would be much more consistent with that, since the dewback and the tauntauns and the Jabba the Hutts are not brick built. So I think that's probably the only thing that I have against this. Now let's talk about the build. I have both front and back pictures, and it gives you a good feeling of how big the set's going to be. So first off, it is going to be 72 centimeters in length, which is ginormous. And we also have a look at the release date on this special store display, and it looks like it is going to be October 3rd. Now, first off, just looking at this thing, it is gorgeous. I'll let you guys look at it for a second. Look at this thing. It's nuts. This is going to be in the top 5 largest LEGO Star Wars sets ever. Now, we have some very blurry shots of the interior, so I will show you what the leaked picture looks like alongside the actual scene in the show, so that way you can juxtapose that and have a general idea for what it's going to look like. First up, we have the minifigure scale carbon freezing chamber, where Mythrol can stand. This will fit him, and I guess it will have some loading areas, as we do know we are going to get some carbon frozen character bricks in this set, based off the leaked sticker sheet from a while ago. We have a cockpit, which looks to have about 3 seats, one of which will have the Mandalorian. The other ones will likely be able to have an area to store Baby Yoda and possibly Kuil. And under the cockpit, there is a sleeping quarters, where the Mandalorian can take a chill, take a rest. We did have something like that in the previous Razor Crest set. And personally, one of my favorite features is he is able to exit out the back of the crest, which is one of my favorite, exits of the set, and it will hopefully give an area big enough to load the blurg, which would be very neat to see. You also, of course, do have the side hatches for him to come out, which is really nice. And also, we do have a little armory where he stores his weapons, and maybe we could see a Zero droid there, as we know he kept that on the wall. And this is rumor, not confirmed, but there supposedly is storage room in there, and I have heard, but I really don't think this is true, that there will be Boba Fett armor in there. I don't know if that's the case, but based on what I've seen with concept art and LEGO being consistent with that, I wouldn't be shocked. Now let's talk about Jabba'S Palace. But first, have you seen the new Andor episode? If you have, you probably recognize this ship. This is the ambush on Ferrix. This appeared in episode 3, and it is very exciting. But a lot of people have complaints about it. Because this thing is $70. Now, I know a lot of you love the show, so now I want to tell you how you could get this set for over $30 off. And that is with the sponsor of today's video, Rakuten. When you sign up for Rakuten, you get an instant $30 cashback when you spend $30, and this is over $30. And on top of that, on Lego.com, you could use their site and get an additional 2.5% cashback. All you have to do is sign up with the link down below and download Rakuten to your computer. You buy directly from Lego through the site, and then you again get those $30 in cash back, which pays out at a later date, and you can apply that to anything. But I think it's a great time to get this set in particular, since there is so much hype around this really cool show. I mean, $38 for this doesn't seem too bad in my opinion. Either way, with that said, let's get back into the news. So yes, you heard that right. We are going to be getting a Jabba'S Palace in 2023. That is nuts. Now keep in mind, the last Jabba'S Palace before Boba's throne room we had gotten was in 2012. So it took them 10 years to finally put out a new iteration of that, and then within the same year, within a year's time, we are getting another one, and this one is an 18+ style set. Now, it looks like this could be replacing the rumored final duel set, which was supposed to be an 18+ set, and honestly, maybe Lego wised up recently. I am not complaining because they have done that scene a lot. It just retired. And this is also obviously for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and here are the known figures so far. First off, Jabba the Hutt. We have not seen this character by 2023. It will have been a whopping 11 years since we got this critical character to Star Wars. So it is a long time coming, and it looks like we will also be getting Bib Fortuna. If I had to get a very strong bet, I'd put a lot of money on this being in here. Salacious B. Crumb obviously would make a lot of sense. And then the other one that is likely confirmed by Stone Wars, who is the one who put this out, it looks like we are getting Bausch Princess Leia. So not Slave Princess Leia, this is Bausch Leia. This is where she shows up in her bounty hunter's garb. And this should be very exciting to see, and it's a much coveted character. It's very expensive on the aftermarket nowadays. In terms of other characters we could see, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw C-3PO. He was, of course, the translator. Han Solo in Carbonite alongside Han Solo. We could finally see Boba Fett with arm printing return in his classic Empire Strikes Back edition, but I'm less likely on this one because we already do, of course, have Boba's throne room with a Boba Fett, so chances are no on that. Cy Snoodles, because they like to throw in those types of random things, and probably Chewbacca as he was brought in as a prisoner. Either way, we should expect they go all out with this one, as they usually do. You look at the trash compactor set, and that had a grand total of 6 minifigures, but Jabba is, of course, big, so they might limit that a little bit. And now we have a minor update on the Fileverse Battle Pack. So this $20 Fileverse Battle Pack coming out in January is confirmed now to be a Battlefront 2 integration set. For those who remember, Battlefront 1 did get 2 battle packs, the Rebel one and the Imperial one, and it looks like now Battlefront 2 will be getting its second, the first of which was the Iden Versio Inferno Squad battle pack. Which is very nice, because I was kind of waiting on one, and I'm happy they're finally doing this for the Battlefront game, and I hope this means something else for other potential Battlefront sets we could get in the future, and that now LEGO's willing to base things off of the game. Now it is time for my final big breaking news of today's video. Now this is based off of what I heard, and you have to take this with a grain of salt, so please take that into account, because this is not necessarily true, but this is what I've heard, and my Razor Crest rumor has been right, my 212 Commander Cody rumor has been right, so let's go for 3 strikes. Now, we will likely be seeing some sort of Baby Yoda related mech coming in 2023. Now, I've heard this is going to be the $240 set. I don't know how true that is. Looks like it's going to be IG-11 carrying around a Baby Yoda on him. Now, that is subject to be seen. We will wait to see if that's true, but that's what I've been hearing. Honestly, what my mind first ran to was the Scout Trooper Speeder Bike set. Maybe they'll do something like that. They put an IG Dread on it and they have a little Baby Yoda in there. Or it could just be some sort of giant Baby Yoda mech, but we know they're certainly doing more Baby Yoda stuff. Yeah, that is it. We are getting some sort of Baby Yoda mech. I've heard $240. I don't know how much I believe that, but we will wait and see. Either way, with that said, I will see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out. and stay awesome. Wait. I can't believe you guys were just about to click off this video without liking it. What's the deal? Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Click that like button. I'm still waiting. Okay, you can go now.